Hey, welcome back to the two-part tutorial on how to create a basic web page using HTML and CSS. So to recap the last video, we did the structure. We had the links, the heading, and a paragraph, and an image. In the next video, I'm going to have these linking, and I'm going to have a style. So let's go style it. So above the body and before the end of head tag, you want to add a style tag. So style space type equals quotes text slash CSS, close quotes, close the tag, and then close the style tag. So now we want to add a background to that web page that we just made. So let's do body, open curly brackets, and then how to add background. You put background, colon, space, and anytime you add a color, you have to add a pound, and then put the hexadecimal color in. I already have my colors that I want to use for this tutorial. So after you add that, you do semicolon. So you have colon, add your stuff, and then add the semicolon, and then that's the end of this style for the body. And then I close the curly brackets. So let's save that and view that on the web. So there we go. We have our background. Now let's do the header. So the header was a class, so we add a period. Open curly brackets, enter, because I'm going to have a lot more content in this one. The width of the header is going to be 960 pixels. So 960 and px stands for pixels. So colon 960 pixels, semicolon. Height, colon 100 pixels, px. Background color for this one would be background, colon, pound, and like I said, I'm using my own colors. So this is 399. And give me 1 second. I'm gonna change the background color. And I'm also gonna margin the header left. So margin hyphen left colon space, and I'm doing this 150 pixels. So 150 px. And now I'm done. I close the curly brackets. I'm gonna save that and let's see how that looks. So there we go. I changed the background color to a lighter background, and the header is right here. This is the header, and it has the 3 links in it. So now let's do the 3 links. So nav, and I'm going to give it a font size of 20 pixels. So font hyphen size colon 20 pixels. And I'm going to give it a font family. So font hyphen family. And let's make it Arial black. So Arial and black. If you don't have Dreamweaver, you could always pause the video and copy the code. The next thing I'm going to do with this one is margin this left 20 pixels. So margin again, hyphen left 20 pixels. And then I'm going to close this, and then that's done. The next thing I'm going to do is do a nav on the order list. So nav ul, open curly brackets, enter. And this is going to have a list, style, type, none. And It's going to have a margin 0 and a padding 0. And then I'm going to close these curly brackets. And the next one I'm going to do is nav ul li. So ul, unordered list, the li is the list item. Add a curly bracket, press enter, and this is going to have a display colon inline. Close it, and then the next one is have a nav ul li a. Open curly brackets, enter. And I'm going to add the color to this one. So color, I think I'm going to do white. So FFF for white. And I'm going to make it text, decoration, none. And close the curly brackets. Save it, and let's see how that looks in the browser. So there we go. We have our header and we have our links. So now let's do the body area, the content. So the content was an ID. So remember, when I was saying header is a class, the header has a dot, period. Content is going to have a pound. So content, open curly brackets, enter. Background, colon, pound, and this is going to be CFC. Close it. Close it with the semicolon, and then it's going to have a width. The width is going to be 960 pixels. Height is going to be 300. I'm sorry, height's going to be 500. And this is going to be margin to the left. So margin hyphen left, 150 pixels. And we're going to close it. Let's save it and see how it looks in the browser. There we go. We have our header and we have our content area. So next one we're going to do is the header tag. We're going to style this. So H1, curly brackets, font size, font hyphen size, 36 pixels. Font family, I'm going to keep it the same, Arial Black. Close it. The color is going to be white as well. FFF. And then also what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this text align. Text hyphen align. Colon center. So see how it looks. There we go. So we changed that from where it was black, and we up the font size to 36 pixels, and we changed the font from that serif to a sans serif like Arial. So let's work on positioning this. So in the last tutorial, what I didn't do was I added a div, and you could add the div around this paragraph. Actually, I added a div around the paragraph in any image. It's called dummy text. It's a class. So let's do that. So dummy text, open curly brackets, and the width of that is 500, so width 500 pixels. Height is 300, so height 300 pixels. And margin left 300 pixels. So let's refresh that. Oh, whoops. There we go. There we go. So everything is centered. So last but not least is the footer. So the footer with the class as well. And I'm just gonna, in this tutorial, I'm just going to copy the same code as the header. So let's scroll up. Command C, Control C, copy. There we go. So we have a header and a footer in the body area. So basically we're done with that. The last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys how to create the links. So the styling is done. And now I'm going to add these links. So this is going to be page1.html. This one's going to be page2.html. And now I saved it, and I'm going to save as. So you're going to save as page1.html. And then we're going to do it again. Save as page2.html. So let's go back to page 1. In page 1, we're going to change the background to C6C. The header's background is going to be C09. The content area is going to be C9C. Let's save that. Page 1. So let's change that image now. If we go to Finder real quick, inside the image, I'm going to do this one right here. So we're going to copy this. So we're going to scroll all the way down till we get there. And we're just going to copy and paste this in. So if I go to the browser and I refresh it, there goes my other image. Now let's go to page 2. Page 2, the body is, I'm going to make this C90. The header is going to be C60. The content area is going to be CC0. We save that and let's add that other image in. I'm going to highlight the old image and then paste in the other image. Save it and refresh the browser. Oh, you know what? I did not apply this to the footer. So let's go back real quick into the footer. So let's view it. We have this one, and let's refresh. We have this page, and we have this page. So there we go. We have our three web pages with different, has basically the same content, different images, and this to show the linking capabilities of what you can do with just using regular HTML and CSS. As you get more into web design, there'll be a lot more coding going into it. But this is just a basic web page using HTML and CSS. I'm glad to do these tutorials. There'll be more coming out soon.